Hey guys, it's Bia here and we're back with another sleeve tutorial, and today we're going to be doing a relaxed sleeve. Now I don't think that's actually what it's called, but what I mean by relaxed sleeve is that this part is way longer than usual. So usually the bodice that you guys get on the PDF, it's like super tight, it's up here, but when you relax your sleeve, basically you're making this longer. Okay, and this might even be longer on this side, making it basically how you usually get your jumpers. I'm gonna get one too. Okay, here's the example. Can you see how much bigger this is than usual? This is like massive, and that's what I mean by relaxed, and that's what I mean by you see it on jumpers, because this is way longer. All right, it's much more baggy. So if that's the kind of look you're going for on your tops, this is what I would do. So I'm going to teach you today how to do it. Don't forget that as always, you guys are going to need your paper, and as always, I leave the link in the description. Along with your paper, you're going to need your pattern master, your pencil, your rubber, and some scissors, and of course your fabric. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Instagram and TikTok, because over there is where I post every single day. I don't post every single day on YouTube, as I don't have enough time to be making tutorials constantly, like back to back. Although we're in quarantine, I'm already doing a lot of videos. So if you guys want to see content all the time, which is usually my uni work or projects that I'm working on at home, because right now there is not much uni work to be doing anyways, that's where you can see it. And TikTok is funny and is fashion and is cool and whatever. Also, you get updates on when my YouTube videos are coming up, so if that's something you're into, then go follow me on there. Let's get to the video. So guys, first thing you're going to get is your paper, and you are going to lay it out. Then you're going to bring out your blocks. So this is the front and the back and your sleeve, which I already had out. Then you're going to proceed to trace your whole block all the way around. Don't forget to include your darts and anything you need to note down, especially the notch. Do not forget the notch. Sometimes I forget the notch. Don't forget it. Then you're going to continue by tracing out your sleeve again, the top, the notches, everything. If you want to keep the dart, you keep it. If you don't want the dart, you don't want it. Okay. And now we're going to get to the part that's most important. So what you're going to do first is you're going to see that if you want to decrease in like the sleeve to the bottom or increase on your shoulder, you have to take away from your sleeve pattern. So the more you increase on the top of the shoulder that I'm showing right now, the more you have to take away from the sleeve, and the more you add to the sleeve, you have to take away from the shoulder. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to add something to the bottom. So I'm going to increase 2 centimeters down, and then we're going to create a new sleeve. So I'm just drawing out the new line, and now I am going to measure the line for later, because we need to make sure that the sleeve, the armhole is going to match up with the sleeve. Like in terms of size, they have to be perfectly matched. So I think I got 22.5 centimeters. Yes. And then we measured 4 centimeters from the top of the sleeve, and this is the amount that we are reducing. Can you see how I added 4 on the shoulder, so I had to remove 4 from the sleeve. And then the other part here was 2 centimeters, as I said, which means that we have to move it 2 centimeters down. Okay, now with the new information that we have, after moving it 4 centimeters down and at the very top of the sleeve head, and then 2 centimeters to the side, we need to use the 22.5 centimeters that we measured it through the whole line of the armhole, and make sure that the size of the new like wavy line on the sleeve matches the size of the wavy line on the armhole, if that makes any sense. I am measuring it and showing it in the video for you guys to see. Basically, I'm using the measuring tape as a way to do it, because I know that it's going to be perfectly the size that I want. And then you have to do the same thing with the other side. So you have to do the back of the sleeve and then use the same measurements. So I'm going to do the same thing, which is 2 centimeters down on the side. Okay. And then we already have moved 4 centimeters down from before, and I'm going to just mark my notches because we cannot forget about the notches. So I'm going to do it directly down onto the line of the sleeve. As you can see, I'm just basically elongating them, and then I just took out the extra lines. And now we're going to add our seam allowance. Okay, and next I'm going to show you how I did the back. It's the same process, but I'm just going to show you really quickly so you can see this process one more time, and or you can just keep it on while you do yours. So I am tracing out the bodice as we always do. We mark the notches, and because I need to make sure that the shoulders match up as in length, I am going to make sure that this is going to be the same size. So I measured the top of my sleeve for the front, and I'm making sure I have the same size for the back. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but you guys measure yours. This is because I am not keeping my darts. I'm actually removing them because this is meant to be for a loose top. So I have to make sure I change the size of the shoulder. Okay, and don't forget that you're moving 2 centimeters down. Okay, see, I'm removing my darts. And now I just drew the new line. However, we need to make sure that this matches up. Now, the new line that I had drawn on the sleeve head was like 22 point, I don't know, I think it was like 21 point something centimeters. And now I'm making sure that it's the same size. And then I realized that actually it was too small. So I mean, it was too long, so I had to make it the same size as the other one. And now I have the new line, and I'm going to give it the new notches, and then we're going to do the centimeter allowance throughout the whole thing. I then cut everything out, and now I am sewing it. So I'm using Lycra for this because it's like really stretchy fabric, and I think it's the closest thing that I have to jersey. So I start always by sewing the sleeve to the I start by doing the bodices, and then I do the sleeve onto the bodices, and then I sew everything together. Always make sure that you're giving it the 1 centimeter, and always make sure that you do the zigzag stitching. Okay, and I'm just gonna sew the whole thing together now. This is joining up the bodices on the side, and then I joined up the sleeve. And this is the final product, guys. I know that the fabric is a bit odd. I thought it was gonna match up better, and turns out the stripes have actually more of a creamy color, and the other fabric had like a very white, like extremely washed tone, basically. So it did not match very well, but you guys can see kind of how it is supposed to look like. It is looser on the bottom, and it is longer on the shoulder. But if you guys want to extend it even more and make it really extreme, you can. By all means, do whatever you want. I'm just showing you guys how you can manipulate them around. So yeah, also you can make the shape slightly different, but you just have to make sure that everything matches up. All the measurements are the same, and yeah, that is the principle of elongating your sleeves. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more suggestions, anything you want me to make sure leave it in the comments down below, and let me know whatever you want. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on this video, and anything else, follow me on social media. So yeah, bye guys.